This is how you can AFK macro for Santa in Grand Peace Online. So if you want to automatically farm for Santa whilst being AFK, I'm going to show you how to get a macro so that you can basically farm for Santa whilst being AFK. So let's get stuck right in by showing you how to set this up. So with downloading it and setting it up, the link for this will be in the description if you guys want to get it, and I'm going to show you how to download it and how to set it up in today's video. So let's get stuck right in. But let me get stuck right in by showing you how to download it. So you want to make your way to the Discord server, which is going to be linked in the description of the video. And once you guys are there, I'm going to show you how to download it. You want to make your way to the Discord server, and there's actually going to be a channel which is going to be called GPO Santa. So you want to make your way to the Discord server, specifically to this channel, and you basically want to scroll all the way down, then scroll up, and then you should see a Google Drive file and a media file. So you want to basically download Mediafire because the Google Drive doesn't really work. So just go to Mediafire. You basically want to go ahead and download it. It is going to be completely safe if you guys was wondering. But once you actually download it, you basically want to go ahead and extract it. So you want to basically right click and extractor. If you do not do that, this will not work. So it's very important that you right click extractor. You then want to double click this, and then you should see this folder, GPO Santa. You want to double click it. It will take you a while for it to load because it's going to be quite a good macro, if you know what I mean. There's quite a lot of stuff that's in this macro, but you don't really need to worry about these other folders. These are basically like the setup folders, so you don't really need to worry about that. But once you've opened it up, it should look a little bit like this. And I just want to let you guys know, if you are using Hotkey, there's going to be two different modes. There's going to be normal Santa and there's Hotkey version 2. So if you got observation Hotkey, make sure you are selecting this mode. If you don't have observation Hotkey, use the normal mode. It's going to be a lot more accurate if you use Hotkey because it's going to highlight the Santa if you did not know that already. However, I recommend you now going to a location where you can actually farm Santa really easy. Maybe in like the center around here is a pretty good location. So just find a good location to actually test this out at. But now this is what you want to do. So what I really recommend you doing is actually going on top of this building to actually set up the macro if you are using normal mode. So if you are using the normal macro, what I really recommend you doing is literally going at the top of this building, and then you can actually use a macro on here. It's going to be really good if you do it on top of this building, just to let you guys know. So I just want to let you guys know, if you are using the normal mode, deselect first person mode. First person mode is going to be for Hotkey. So Santa Hotkey and first person mode on is going to be very overpowered only if you got Hotkey. If you don't, select normal and deselect first person mode. So if you do not have Hotkey, this is the setting for you. If you got Hotkey, this is going to be the setting for you. I don't have Hotkey, so I'm going to set it as normal. So I just want to let you guys know, we got hotkeys here. So your main tool is basically the weapon what you're going to be starting with. So let's say if you are starting with Cyborg, then you're obviously going to set it as 1. And it's very important, if you are using Cyborg, make sure you are setting it as number 1, or else it will not work. So anything else is pretty much literally anything else. So it can be anything. It can be this, it can be a gun, it can literally be anything. Just make sure you are selecting something for anything else, because if you do not select anything, it will not work. So it must be set to something that's in game that does not use a E skill. So it's very important that you do that. And once you've actually set that up, we can actually start recording our macro. I'm now going to move on to action. So you can see that we got record. This is pretty much going to be like a tiny task macro. But when you record, you want to basically record your combo sequence. Because what this macro does, it's going to lock onto Santa. And it's basically going to be using Cyborg. It's going to be using Mega Power. to actually lock on Santa and shoot Santa. Then the present will basically land here, and the macro will open up the present for you. So it's important. If you use a macro, you want to press F3 and it does say record. You pretty much want to press record, use whatever weapon you're using, maybe a gun, maybe using mega power. Just use your sequence, and as soon as you actually do that, you want to press stop. And then when you stop, you actually got a skill cooldown. So do you know your skill cooldown? As you can see, for your block, we got a cooldown, which is 1 second. Whenever you use whatever skill you use to record, let's say that the cooldown is 4 seconds. You then want to basically set how long the cooldown is for that specific weapon what you are using. So that is very important. So if your cooldown is 10 seconds, set your end delay to 10 seconds. If your cooldown is 3 seconds, set it to 3 seconds. And that is what your end delay is going to be. I will say one thing. I really recommend you using the Gura Fruit method, because right now this is meta for farming Santa and Grumpy's Online. So if you are going to be using this macro, set it up with the Gura Fruit, because it's going to be extremely overpowered. So yeah, if you are going to set up this macro, make sure you are setting it up with the Gura Fruit method, because a lot of people are using this fruit to farm Santa, and apparently it's really overpowered now. So now that you know what the settings do, this is pretty much what you want to do. So to start the macro, you pretty much want to look at Santa, and then you want to pretty much start the macro once you're looking at Santa, and you'll basically lock onto Santa, and you'll basically use all of the skills on Santa. You basically lock onto Santa, as you can see, and you just basically follow Santa around the map. So that's pretty much how to get and use the macro. It's quite simple to set up. You really shouldn't be struggling with it. If you are, we will help you out in the Discord server linked in the description. But it's very important. The most important thing is if you need to get Hotkey, because it's going to be a lot more efficient if you use Hotkey in first person mode. But like I said, if you don't have Hotkey, just disable first person mode. But I'm pretty sure you guys know how this macro does work now. So you'll basically shoot Santa, auto collect present for you, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, I'm going to be honest with you. So that's how to pretty much get and use the Santa macro. It's quite simple, guys, for you to follow. So yeah, I hope that this video helped you guys out. If it did, obviously make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I mean, that's the official Santa Grumpy's Online macro. It should work completely fine for you, but if you are running into any issues, let me know down in the comments. But thank you so much for watching, and that's going to be the official Grumpy's Online Santa macro. And you can basically farm Santa for hours, getting yourself a ton of presents. So let me know if this video did help you out. Let me know if you like the macro down in the comments below. And I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out.